Hello. Happy Saturday, everybody. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Crazy windy where we are today, so I tried to tuck back into a corner, so I'm hoping you guys just don't catch a whole lot of wind noise, so I'm probably going to keep it pretty short here. But just wanted to pop on here really quick because, you know, it is Memorial Weekend, and Memorial Weekend is typically what we consider the kickoff to summer. And what does summer mean to you? Summer means for us a lot of small town festivals, and what does the festivals bring? The food. Yep, we've got food trucks, food vendors, the main street blocked off, and yep, you've got food. So I'm going to just try to give you guys a few tips here about how to go about navigating things like this if you want to stay low carb or as close to low carb as you can. So, guys, if you're getting on here with me live, if you're catching a red live up in the corner, just drop live in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're catching me later on and it says was live up there, that just means you're catching the replay. That's great. My name's Jan. I live in southeast Nebraska. I am in south central Nebraska today. And like I said, we're just enjoying this little festival that back in our hometown. So guys, but I have a group. Hi Mary. I have a group on Facebook. It's called Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, where I am always adding information like recipes, ideas, things that we do day in and day out to try to keep our try to keep our lives healthier. Having a trouble talking here. Try to keep our lives healthier using whole foods, more natural foods, trying to keep the junk out, and we count net carbs. Dave is a diabetic, so counting the net carbs in our day has helped a bunch. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to be in that group to learn if you struggle with your things like that. Hi Carol, how are you? So the group, you can easily just go to Facebook, search it up at the top, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. Request to join, or if you're not sure how or don't want to take the time, drop group in the comments and I'll get back to you about that, okay? But what we do, guys, and you know, typically here in Nebraska, I don't know what it is everywhere else, but most little towns have a weekend festival, or at least a day festival, where, you know, they celebrate whatever, you know, like where we live now, they celebrate the Czech heritage. This town celebrates the Victorian era, where, and a lot of the homes in town are Victorian descent, that type of thing. So, but it seems like every little town has their own things that they celebrate something, and it's a really cool thing to go and learn all this stuff. But typically, like I showed you guys, what comes with them is the food trucks, the food vendors, and how do you navigate all that kind of stuff. It's pretty basic if you can do it. And basically what we do when we get here is we walk up and down the main street or wherever they are, look for those things. And guys, you're supporting a lot of small businesses with these kind of things, and that's what we like to do. The churches and things like that here in town also have some stuff that they typically do, so it's best if you could find an information booth and get the information on what all is being served up and down around the town. But most of these places, if you go to them, there's some sort of thing, like they had a pork nacho stand. You can easily do that. You don't have to eat the chips. You can order a burger, those types of things. But what we did when we got here, we kind of walked up and down. Okay, I think this will be good. We'll go ahead and we'll grab that. And then, you know, that's what we eat for lunch. Always packing the water with us because it's important to stay hydrated too, guys. And summertime is hard to stay hydrated, so you want to make sure you're grabbing your water too. But those are the types of things, guys, I talk about in my group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. I'd love to have you join us there, okay? And like I said, you can drop group in the comments. Now, I am going to grab a couple extra bottles of water because we did bring our supplements along. It's going to be a long day. We're driving back home yet tonight. So it's going to be a long day today, and I want to make sure I've got the focus and the energy to get me there. So I brought supplements, we don't go anywhere without those, okay? I need my afternoon supplements just like every other day. So it's important to take things and to stay consistent, guys. Consistent is so key, okay? Not only with the supplements, but with your lifestyle. You can't, I try to tell people, you know, you can't do Monday through Friday, because then if you go completely off the rail on the weekends, it takes so many days to recuperate from that. Basically, it's just, it's not good to get back on. I'll bet they were closed. So that's the key, guys, is staying consistent with whatever you do. Hi, Jimmy. So I have got a bunch of family. I've got a bunch of friends that are hanging around here. I'm going to cut this off so that I can definitely get in. We're only here one day, so I want to see as many people as I can. But if you have any questions, drop those in the comments, and I will get back to you with that. And guys, I'd love to have you join me in the group, okay? And if you need information about our supplements, this is just water, but our supplements, drop info in the comments. I'll get back to you about that too, because like I said, the energy, there's been some people Dave hasn't seen for a lot of years here today who are just astounded with his 100-pound weight loss. So it feels good to feel good. And when you've got a product in your hands that makes you feel good, you shout it from the rooftop. I just had a friend that had left and decided she wasn't going to do it anymore. And after a few months, she said, I can't do this. I need to feel good. I need to feel like you feel. I need to feel like I felt for so long. So it's amazing, guys. But if you need info, drop info in the comments. Guys, if you need to be in that group, please let me know. Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. Drop group in the comments. I'll leave you a link. You can click that, get on over there, and request to join. So I hope you have a great rest of your holiday weekend. Yeah, I don't know what else. We're just going to go enjoy the day, get some steps in, and have a great afternoon. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And like I said, I'm always here to help. So enjoy your day. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Smile. Pass that smile on.